Hi, so welcome to Cyn's Beauty Secrets. Beauty secret number one. I had a really late night last night, talking about 3, 4 a.m. And of course, I had to wake up early this morning because I have a flight to catch. So I really went ham on my skincare routine just to make sure my skin is nice and plump and ready for the travels and that it's moisturized. But this is an old trick. People usually use spoons or ice. I have a bottle, but I'm trying to depuff my eye. Usually I would have two to kind of make it go quicker, but this is what we're working with. Yeah, so I am going to the airport, and yes, I will be wearing makeup to the airport because I'm last minute Nancy, and this is the only time I had to do this. I also wanted to make sure that I did it in the nice bathroom. Okay. So we're gonna let this do its thing. I just added my lace, so bear with me with the glue. I'm gonna make it look better. And I don't have the AC on in here, so it doesn't mess up the sound, so it's just like really, really hot. Ooh. Okay, that was nice. Put a little bit right here because your girl is starting to get hot. I'm gonna talk about some of the products that I'm using in my new project, Makeup and Medicine. And so I'm doing a Cogue video for makeup. Super cute. Okay, anyway, so we're gonna use some Milk Hydro. I've been using this for a couple years, and Simone Biles uses this because it really is that girl. And we're just gonna apply it wherever. I'm gonna have makeup, and that is literally all over the face. That's good to go. A few weeks ago, on a whim, I decided to dye my eyebrows. So they were a little bit blonder than this, and they're starting to come out. I'm gonna dye it again, but yeah, so the color of my eyebrows are gonna be a little weird today. We're gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills to kind of set my eyebrows. Usually I laminate them. I just have really determined hair, determined to be whatever shape it wants to be, curly and whatnot. So we're just gonna use this to kind of set them in place, give it a little shape. And did I mention that I'm in a rush? Okay, cute, lovely. So my short film, Makeup and Medicine, I wrote it, I helped produce, and I acted in it. It's a coming of age story for a Black girl, a Haitian American girl actually. So there's some cultural elements to it. But basically, she is in nursing school, in doctor school, Stephanie, our main character, and she decides not to become a doctor anymore, but instead of a nurse, and all hell breaks loose in the family. So it's about finding your own place, your own identity, separate from the expectations of what your family has on you. We explore the mother and daughter relationship a lot in this film. They're kind of our main characters. Stephanie being the young lady that I played, and also the mother, Rose, who is played by the lovely actress Sandrine Mallory. Okay, so I know it looks like a mess right now. But we're gonna also add some of this since I kind of have like two different colors going on. Yeah, to kind of match my mismatch eyebrows. So I kind of follow my shape. I kind of make it messy. It's all gonna get cleaned up anyways by the concealer. So we just kind of want to make sure that it's there. See, that's a little too much, so that I can make it do what it do. And oh Lord, I promise it's gonna look good. the concealer, I use Kat Von D, and I'm just gonna start with this first. Put a little right here, and then I don't like to OD my concealer, so I'm just gonna use my concealer brush, wet it a little, and then literally grab it from the eye. So we shot Makeup and Medicine in LA in 2 days because of budget, in a city called Lincoln Heights. It's a very beautiful home, and we were able to bring in some real Haitian art by amazing artists. I don't have the name right now. To kind of culturize the home in LA, and make it look like something that is from South Florida and that is of a Haitian family. So you'll see like a lot of Haitian art in the background, which I like. Other ways that the cultural elements come out is also like the food. We have a food scene where you see some traditional like dishes that you would find like at a barbecue, which is what we call the fritai, which is basically fritai, like a fry. So like a fry party, like fried goods, basically. And so there's a scene displaying all that. And that was actually made by a wonderful chef, Manushka, who is also an actress in the film. She plays one of my aunties. So thank you for not only playing my auntie and having your slick little line and doing that so well, but also for making that food for us. Okay, see, eyebrows looking so much better, right? We found the light. Let me just go like that real quick. All right, and then I'll come back and add a little more to the front, but I like to kind of do that. Okay, so we're gonna take this flat brush and then kind of blend it out where we have a lot going on. Pull that down a bit. I started actually doing my makeup around 12, 13 in middle school. I went to this program called John Casablanca's Career and Modeling Center out in Coral Springs. And that's where I actually discovered acting, because they had like a monologue class that I liked a lot. And then from there, I kind of just like found a whole bunch of acting classes around town and studied theater. And then, did the whole LA move and stuff like that. But yeah. So I started learning about skincare and makeup at a very young age, and I would like practice and do a little and go to school and stuff like that. People always thought I wore makeup because of my my natural eyeliner is what I call it, but I have a really dark waterline. And from there, after middle school, that's when YouTube really started to pop. So I was always on YouTube learning how to do makeup. I used to watch Aaliyah J a lot. Her black smoky eye and pink lip is like embedded in my head. So thank you to all the girls who taught me how to do my makeup. Adriana Thomas, Aaliyah J. You were the influence. Okay, great. So now that the eyebrows are done, we're gonna continue with our concealer. And I kind of have to put on a bit because of how sleepy and tired I look. So we're just gonna add a little bit more right here, kind of lift me up. And then I did this before I added the foundation, just to see if I want to layer a little bit more after the foundation. Anyway, so we're gonna use a sponge brush to do the first layer here. So my love for makeup runs deep, and I always thought of makeup as artistry. It is artistry, whether it's like on YouTube, everyday wear, or the stuff that they do on sets. Um, and yeah, so that, and you know, the cultural expectations of becoming a nurse, a doctor, a lawyer, something like that, I thought to marry these two ideas and to create this story. And it's kind of like an ode to, like, you know, the strife that I had with my mom when I said I wanted to be an artist. I still question why I want to be an artist every day. And a lot of people experience, because being an artist is very unstable. I don't know, being a rapper seems like it's pretty great, but being an artist is very unstable, and trying to break through those barriers. So a lot of our parents make these claims or assumptions, or want you to go into a more stable career because they're scared for you. But it comes a time where you like break off and try to do your own, and like take a stance about like the career and path that you want to follow, because there's different decisions and you can always change your mind. But you know, you have to do what's on your mind and on your heart, because if you don't, it's gonna eat at you. Okay, so I have the concealer on. Okay, let's do the foundation. So today I'm gonna be using Charlotte Tilbury because I forgot my Fenty, but I actually love this one a lot. I actually use this product 14 neutral during the winter time because I'm a little bit lighter and I've been in Florida, so my skin's a little bit darker. But we're gonna contour a little bit to kind of blend it in, since I don't have Fenty on me. What's also good about this one is that it doesn't oxidize. Fenty does oxidize. But Charlotte Tilbury really upped their game with their colors, so I love it. A makeup artist taught me to actually put my foundation with a fluffy brush like this one day I was on set, so I just carry that with me now. There's a lot of little things that I've picked up from different makeup artists as they've worked on my face and given me some tips. So you never stop learning about, like, not only new trends, but about better ways to contour your face and better ways to apply makeup. So this brush just really allows me to like build. I think when we first started on YouTube, we were using that flat head brush, and it just like really made it cakey. And I personally just like to keep everything light, almost like natural. I do have some dark spots, and I forgot to do my color corrector. I can add it last minute and then kind of blend it out, especially right there. And there's one right here. Skin's not doing too bad, especially while traveling. Okay. And that was LA Girl Pro Concealer. They have a lifelong customer out of me. Let's do something stupid. Okay. Okay, I am kind of liking this coverage and how this looks. Now we're gonna add a little bit more concealer right here, just to help your girl, with your girl looking tired. I'm gonna add some on the nose, some on the chin. Now I'm actually gonna use a brush to pat this down, because a sponge tends to pick up a lot of the product, and I kind of want this to sit and help. All of this to go on a flight, you guys. So let's talk about some of the people that I worked with. The film was directed by Gabrielle Bartlett-Tier. She is a Haitian American director and actress that I kind of know from networking in the community. This film was also produced with Xavier Dubois. And I worked on a previous project with him before called The Sit Down with Cyn Monologues for Black Girls. It's my book, you should check it out. And so I reached out back to him to kind of work on this project. We had an amazing editor. Thank you so much, Kat. Thank you, girl. Kat Calhoun. She did a wonderful job and was so freaking patient with me. So thank you so much, because yeah, it's been a whirlwind to try to finish this film and get it out in between job cuts, job loss, and finishing funds and things like that. Okay, so that is looking good. I see this needs to be blended a little bit more. Okay, great. So let's move on to the contour. We are going to be using Fenty right here to do that. Of course, the film Makeup and Medicine has a beautiful makeup looks, hand selected by the director. And we had a wonderful makeup artist, Monique Paredes, sorry girl. Monique, she did the makeup and she did such a wonderful job. The colors pop and I really love how it turned out. We had a wonderful production designer. Thank you so much. The name escapes me literally right now, and I literally just saw it, but I'm gonna put his name down here. So thorough, and he made Stephanie's room look so damn good. We had a wonderful wardrobe stylist, Kevin on sound. Oh my gosh, I can't forget the DP, Simone Williams. Thank you, girl. Thank you. I mean, pickup shots near my house. Like, she really did the thing. I really appreciate it. Everyone just really cared, which is nice, about the film. And yeah, I mean, it's a short. We raised the funds ourselves. It took us about like maybe 6 months to raise the fund. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty taxing. And we raised about $11,000. A little under half of it being a private investor that I pitched to and was able to get. And then the other part being crowdfunding through Seed and Spark. So we were able to do that to get the funds to make the film happen. So it really was like a labor of love to try to make this, you know, shake and bake. It was kind of like my first time hiring people and paying them out through a company, and being everything, not only the fundraising person, the, you know, helping with creative decisions, but also being the accounting person when it came time to tax season and letting the government know that I didn't make no money yet off of this. Some of the goals of this film is definitely to get it through film festivals. I've taken my first short through film festivals already, and it's done pretty well. I can say now across the US. And so the next goal is to take this across the US too, as well as to get it into different organizations and schools, like Club Creole. So if anyone Haitian watching this and you want to show the film at your Club Creole, holla at your girl. I'll make it happen. I want to make it happen too. And then yeah, film festival distribution. I think my ultimate goal too is to try to get this on an airplane. I know some airplanes, I think JetBlue, American Airlines, they do short films selection, and I would love to have it aggregated on there. Okay, the base of my face, perfecto. So we are not going to do too much on the eyes, because again, we are going on an airplane, so I shouldn't do too much on the eyes. But we're just gonna use that same contour powder and throw it all over there. It's gonna act like a nice transition. We're gonna use this brown, just make it a little smoky, and throw it on top. Lovely. Then kind of blend out that harsh line. Not too much. I'm gonna take this flat brush and take that same brown and put it on my waterline down here. I still have to do my baking setting powder. And I want a little color in my eye, so it is summer right now. I have on blue earrings, so let's just go for it. I'm gonna do this blue right here, and I'm gonna put it in my tear ducts. Brown and blue always looks nice and actually pops your brown eye color. Okay, that was lovely. And then take it out a little over here underneath, like how that looks. I think that looks really cute. I like that. And then let me just blend this out a little bit more. We are gonna put on eyelashes because why not? Or maybe not. I don't know, let's decide that later. Right now, let's set our contour, our highlight with our setting powder. I'm using Fenty in Honey. And just basically wherever I had my highlight. And then a little right here, a little bridge of the nose, and a little right here. Lovely, scrunches coming together. We're gonna go ahead and do the lips. Because it's summer, I wanna keep it light and glossy. And one of my favorite things right now, I got this in a PR box, is Omni Kohl. This is also gonna be linked down below. And I'm just gonna use, is this brown or burgundy? I believe this is the burgundy one. I'm kind of line the lip. Love that. And then look how this comes out, so cute. It gives like the perfect red tint and we love it. Okay, let's take off this contouring powder and let's talk more about the film. So I don't want to give too much of the plot away. Obviously, you know, you're gonna see Stephanie established in her world environment. She's scholastic, she's high achieving, and then she has a secret of hiding the truth from her mom, which is her acceptance letter and her passion for makeup. Eventually the mom does find out about it, and it's a big blowout, and you know, there's conflict, and it really takes family members and the uncle to come in and to help the mom reason, to see it from Stephanie's side. And also I think what's really interesting about this film, and you see it in some of the thoughts and ideas that I had Stephanie evoke, is that yes, she's in pursuit of this dream of hers within the American landscape, but at the same time she's realizing that it's kind of a scam. And I feel like a lot of us in our 20s went through that. Like, they told us to chase our dreams, and like, you know, you're in the land of opportunity, or like you're in America. Us being here, the first generation Americans, we're kind of our parents' ideas and dreams, and eventually we have to kind of define our hopes and dreams within this landscape of America, while also coming to terms that it's kind of like a scam to get to it. And yeah, you end up hating it here. I hate it here. Okay, I said all of that just to say that. And then we are gonna put on some of this. Someone's gonna be like, damn, she is really done up for the damn I think I'm gonna do this one for the damn airport. Yeah, satisfied. Okay, so a makeup artist also taught me to bring my blush up into my temples, and then to keep it back here. Actually, that's where you want most of the color concentrated, in that area. And then it just kind of sits. Ooh, it's sitting pretty. Okay, let's do our Hydro Milk Primer from the same brand. This is the finishing spray. And I like to do 4 squirts. So let's see if I get it right. Nope. Yes. Oop, no. Okay. It's on. That was a mess, but it was on. The bottle wasn't spraying. It was doing the most. Okay. So let me put on mascara and let me figure out if I want to throw on these eyelashes. I want to keep it as simple and natural as possible. I mean, it is the airport, for crying out loud. And I always do my finishing spray before I do the eyelashes so it doesn't bleed. Bottom done. Great. I'm not putting on these eyelashes. Okay, but I want to make sure it's nice and blended too. Okay, I think it's giving. All right, so let's pull the hair forward. It's giving tossed and messy, just washed. This is legit my first time doing my makeup to go to the airport. But I don't know. Maybe they'll think I'm an influencer or something. So, maybe I am trying to be an influencer. Okay, so thank you for joining me today, learning a little bit about makeup and medicine, as well as just chatting with me and getting ready with me to go to the airport. I hope you check out my film. I have links down below in my bio that takes you to all the artists that I worked with, as well as the brands and the tools that I use today to get ready to go to the airport. Check out my work, please. We are starving artists. This is my second short film. I also have a wonderful book called A Sit Down with Cyn Hilaire, Two Black Girls. And I have other ideas and things like that. And your support helps me get there in these crazy times. But bye.